Hi everyone, and welcome back to Sonya's Prep. It's that time of year again where it's back to school time. There's so much to get done. Right now when I'm filming, there's about 3 weeks left till school. So I have so much to do. I want to get myself ready and organized because back to school really means that I'm going back to work. I have like 3 weeks off right now. So I want to get myself ready for success. First things first, I want to check all of the kids' uniforms and make sure they have everything that they need for the school year. So let's go ahead and do that.
No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive.
My method for getting their clothes ready for the new school year is basically going through their closet, making sure that they have what they need. I start off with their shoes, just making sure that they have the appropriate sized sneakers and boots and school shoes for the school year. I check their sizes. Whatever is too small for them, I will be putting away, and whatever I need to order, I'll place an order for them. This is the setup for now. On the lowest shelf, I keep things handy for the current for the current year. So right now he has shorts and t-shirts on the bottom that he can easily access in the morning. This will all get changed over once the school year starts. These are all of his pants, school pants, and his shirts. He actually doesn't have any polos, which he needs for the school year. So I'm jotting that down, and I'm going to be placing an order later today for those things. For my oldest, he does have these polos. I'm going to be going through them one by one, making sure they're not stained, making sure that they are the appropriate size for him because he has grown. And whatever I need to order again, I'll be placing into that very same order. So I spend about 30 minutes going through everyone's closet, doing this kind of check, placing my order, and that'll be out of the way. So there were actually quite a few of them that were pretty badly stained. I don't know how. So I'm going to treat them, put them in the wash, make sure they get the stains removed. And one of them had a hole in it, so that's going into the garbage. So now he has a nice amount just to get him through the first week or so while I get my new shipment in. So now I'm basically going to be doing the exact same thing for both of my girls. My youngest one is still in nursery school. He doesn't have uniform, so he's okay. My daughter has her uniforms already lined up here on the bottom so that she can easily grab it. My youngest daughter, I have to make sure she has the right amount of polos. And if she doesn't, again, I'll be just placing an order for that. This is a bag of uniforms that I saved from my oldest daughter. So it's so cute actually to see how small she was, how tiny her waist was. So I'm going to be checking the size and preparing it for my youngest daughter now. I'm just going to make space now for her bottom drawer to have all of her uniforms so that she can easily grab it in the morning. So I'm just reorganizing everything so that I can empty out that space right now. I also take the time to make sure they have enough knee socks and tights, and we just went through a big shopping haul and I bought them each a bunch of them, so they are all good to go in the clothing front. When I went back to school shopping, I did pick up some vitamins. I especially give this to them elderberry when they go back to school. They are kosher. They have the sign over there. I think I found this in Home Goods, surprisingly enough, or Burlington, one of them. So I definitely wanted to stock up on that. And I also bought also some organizational items. They are pretty good. I got a bunch of them that I can put them into their drawers so that it can make for a smooth morning transition where they can find their hair accessories very, very easily. Right now we have this, which is really not a good system. It's all messy and it's hard to get into. So I'm going to be decluttering and fixing it all up and adding this in here instead. Now it's time to tackle the dreaded supply list. I mean, the kids always have such a fun time packing it. I lay it out for them and we print out their list for the school year and they bring in their book bags and we put everything inside of it. Before you go shopping, make sure you take inventory of what you already have in your house so that you're not buying things that you don't need unless they are on sale. These are things that I bought on sale previously. When I see a good bargain, I do stock up on it. And I had this in my house. So I'm gonna go through each of my kids' lists one by one and see what else I need to buy, compile a list and place that in my order as well. One more thing that I wanted to share with you about the supplies and about homework prep is always to have a prepared homework like go-to bin for yourself as a parent. Whenever my kids come home, it's always like, oh, I forgot my crayon or I forgot my glue stick. I always want to have a very neat and cool container with everything that they may possibly need. So in here I have crayons, markers, tape, sharpener, scissors, glue stick, pencils, and even a pen for me because I had to sign their homework. If you remember, this is actually an organizational container that was in my girls' bathroom where they had all of their hair ties. So never throw out any organizational things. You can always repurpose them for something else. So as you see here, I have everything sorted out just to make my life easier as the parent. I have a scissor for them, glue stick, pen, a tape, sharpener, and even places for me to write a note. So this is really cool to have. I'm going to just keep it in a safe place so that whenever they get home from school, I'll be able to lay this out and they'll be able to easily grab things. It just makes homework time so much smoother for us very, very busy moms. Being that I'm usually out of the house before the kids are awake or just as they're waking up, I want to set myself up for success. And for the next few days, whenever I'm going to be making breakfast, I'm just going to make a double batch of it, make it, and then freeze it as you'll see later on. So I'll be making some pancakes and French toast and even waffles and putting that into a large gallon-sized Ziploc bag so that on the morning of a regular school day, I'll just pop that out of the freezer, let that thaw out on the counter so that when my husband wakes up and is starting to get all the kids ready for the day, he'll be able to easily get that ready. The pancakes that you see here are loaded with protein. I added some cottage cheese in here, eggs, and some yogurt. So they're all really loaded with protein. You could obviously make the ready Aunt Jemima pancakes that are ready in a box. Just mix it with some milk and eggs, and that'll be great as well. It's just one less thing for us busy moms to do. So as you can see here, I'm making some French toast with leftover challah that I had. All I do is basically add in some milk to some scrambled eggs and put a griddle on, make it hot, put some butter on it, and then place my French toast over that, get it ready. On a regular morning day that I would serve my breakfast for my kids, I'm just making a little bit extra so that I could have a little bit to freeze for the very busy mornings that are sure to be coming up ahead real soon. Another thing that I like to do before school starts is go through all of their school bags and all of their lunch bags and make sure that they're obviously usable for the upcoming school year. And if they're a little bit dirty, all I do is pop them into the washer and they come out looking as good as new. Thank God for online shopping. It is sometimes just so hard to get out of the house, especially when all the kids are off from camp. So I luckily placed my order for all of their uniforms and some of their supplies online, and I got everything today with especially their uniforms. It was very exciting to show them all of these things in the morning. Also, I'm going to be taking some time now and going through my pantry. We did stock up from Costco on a bunch of protein bars and chips and pretzels and snacks for the kids to take to school. I know it's always such a hot button topic with what parents send their kids to school with, what kind of snacks. So let me know in the comments down below what you choose to give your kids, how many snacks they're allowed to take, and how do you decide which kid gets what if you have different things that you allow certain kids to take as opposed to others. I also take the time to prep some banana muffins and banana breads, which are absolutely delicious. They freeze well, and thankfully my kids really do enjoy them. So I'll be including a clip of how I made these banana muffins with my kids earlier on.
Oh, okay, here you go.
I'm putting a little bit in.
Okay, you can keep smashing.
Now can I put the eggs in? I also want to put eggs in. What about me? Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm going to do it. Yummy eggs.
Good job.
Mama, do you look at eggs are young? Good job. The eggs. Good job.
So I don't know if you can tell, but we are making some banana muffins here, and I'll have the full recipe linked in the description box below for you with all of the directions and ingredients. For those of you who cook with your kids, know that it is definitely an interesting venture cooking with them, but it does teach them so much. After we've made our batter, I'm going to be taking out the cupcake tins and lining them with some cupcake liners, spraying them with some oil, and getting that going. Let me know in the comments down below if you want me to do another routine video of when my kids go back to school, how I'm able to function. So let me know in the comments down below if you'll be interested in that kind of video. So we definitely accomplished a lot getting ourselves ready for the upcoming school year. And if you enjoyed these tips and tricks and hacks that I shared with you today in this video, I would so appreciate it if you would give this video a big thumbs up. It helps our channel out so much. And subscribe to the channel to see more videos like this. Happy prepping and have an amazing school year with your kiddos.